Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's case gives us a defendant who's boldly racked up parking tickets without paying a dime, but somehow feels justified in arguing over $30. Yes, she's in court, fighting over $30. Armed with stories about faulty apps and sensitive meters, she's trying to explain it all away. But when the parking officer steps in with a long history of unpaid fines, things start to unravel quickly. Let's see how the court handles this attempt to spin responsibility into a technical glitch.
Good afternoon. The court calls case numbers 24P like parking 282037 and 24P 282985. These are both people of the city of Royal Oak versus Paula Lynn Ruffin. The case ending 3-7 was authorized by Officer David Ball of the Parking Enforcement Office. The case ending 8-5 authorized by Officer Murray. Addressing ourselves to the first matter, Ms. Ruffin, you were present earlier today when the court explained the informal hearing process, true?
True.
And the court also explained you must make a selection from one of three options to protect your rights, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Ms. Ruffin, the citation before the court was issued for a parking episode that occurred when vehicle plated, do you remember your household, on November the 14th this year, entered parking lot number 2 on East 4th at 5:32 p.m. and exited at 8:24 p.m. Total park time, 2 hours, 52 minutes, 17 seconds. However, no record of payment and therefore no payment made. Putting that to the side for a moment. The second or subsequent citation appears to indicate that on November 15th at exactly 1:45 p.m., similarly, vehicle plated you or a member of household was present in parking lot number 2, East 4th Street, exited at 6:27, total park time 4 hours, 41 minutes, 45 seconds. And that is, again, without a record of payment and therefore no purchase time. As to both of these matters, Ms. Ruffin, you may admit responsibility, you can admit and explain, or you can deny responsibility. The court will swear the parties and we will take testimony. What would you like the court to do for you?
I would like to admit responsibility with an explanation.
Very well. So you're admitting to the court that on the date in question, you were operating and you did park, or dates in question, you did park and keep stationary vehicles or vehicle in parking lot 2 for the time stated without a successful payment, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Ms. Ruffin, what's going on? What would you like the court to know?
All right. I actually have 2 photos that I can show you, if it helps. But the first day when I had not stayed over 4 hours, I went back to my car after I was done at the cafe that I was at to pay. I downloaded the app. This was the first time I had parked in the parking lot since the parking meters changed. So I went to pay. Um, hold on. I tried to put money in my account through this add money to your account tab. I did it about 3 times. And it kept showing me this. Not once did I actually get
Can
it.
you hold that up for just another minute? Because
Sure.
while it might not make a tremendous amount of sense to the court, it might make a lot of sense to the parking manager and his assistant. So, gentlemen, did you get a good look at that?
I did, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. All right, keep moving, Miss Ruffin.
Okay, anyways, I tried to put money into my account a couple of times and then it wouldn't let me. So I tried other payment options where you could just pay directly, and I still was getting the same pop-up just saying you do not have sufficient funds in your account. So I really didn't have any option but to leave, which is when I called the court the next day and I was like, I know I'm going to get a ticket for this. What can I do? They were like, just wait for the ticket to come in and you can call a hearing. So that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the next day, I just had a ton of work to do. It's my favorite cafe. So I was like, maybe it was just a glitch. I can go back and do it again. So I also went back the next day. I did not realize that you couldn't park there for over 4 hours. So then I tried to pay and I was faced with this one, which didn't give me an option to pay at all. It was just saying that I had exceeded the time. So I had to leave anyways.
Okay. Is there anything else you want the court to know?
Um, I don't believe so, unless you guys have any questions regarding it.
There's two branches of government here. You're obviously an educated young woman, so it's not as much of you guys because this court's just trying to be a humble umpire. But the executive branch is here through these two officers. So either Officer Ball or Officer Murray or both, do you have anything you want to share with the court before the court imposes a sanction?
I would just say with mine that we've already diagnosed the issue with the pop-up on the app after 4 hours, and no payment would be accepted because of the violation that would be not escapable at that point. The apps and pay stations were working that day. If the payment had been made within the 4 hours, it would have been accepted, although you'd still be in violation if you stayed 4 hours, 41 minutes. I do see that this is the vehicle's 10th ticket since 2022, and it has never successfully made a lot purchase.
Thank you. And Officer Ball, anything on your part with respect to the earlier episode, which was under the 4 hours, but apparently, again, looks like no successful payment.
Your Honor, just that if that was her first time using the app and she had downloaded after she arrived, we are aware in some instances where the downloading the app doesn't work if you're already stationary in a space. I don't know how that applies to the lot, but as parking manager Murray mentioned, it is the vehicle's 10th ticket and it has never successfully made a lot purchase.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, the court appreciates your input in this matter. And at this time, the court will assess with respect to 037, a fine of $10 that is payable through the pay portal on the court's website. Fine with respect to the clear overage from 4 hours is $20. That is again payable through the pay portal on the court's website, or you may walk a cash check or charge into this court at 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 and 4:30, and that is due within 14 days. Thank you, Ms. Ruffin.
Is this something that will be mailed to me, or can I pay this through the?
As the court suggested, on the 44th District Court website, there is a pay portal,
Okay.
or you can walk the cash check or charge into the court in person, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. Okay?
Okay. I would just like to make a comment really quickly. A couple years ago, which is the 2022 tickets, I was going to school in Royal Oak at OCC. The meters on the sides of the road that are just the pole, I have been parked there for about 30 seconds and left just even to drop somebody off and gotten a ticket for that. So I've noticed that a few of the tickets that I've gotten have been when I've parked on the side of the road and I even go to pay, but I've just been parked there for like more than 2 minutes and sitting in my car. So like those are a couple explanations for tickets that I may have gotten, but they're very sensitive. So I don't know if that's information that may help you guys in the future, but
In 2022, the on-street grace period was 5 minutes.
okay, well, maybe I was
In
there
the-
for longer,
In the
but
future, if you ever have a problem with the app, as opposed to just not paying, just to cover your bases, walk to one of the pay stations within the lot and enter your license plate into that and make a payment with a credit card or
I
a
did
debit
that
card.
as well, but I also did not have a physical card, so that sucked.
Oh, I get you.
Okay, well, that's all.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ruffin. Take care.
Thank you. You guys too.
If you're not paying your parking fines, Don't waste the court's time with overblown excuses. This wasn't just about $30. It was about a pattern of dodging responsibility and expecting the court to look the other way. With her history of unpaid tickets, do you think she learned a lesson? Or should the court crack down harder on repeat offenders? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gripping courtroom moments. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.